Can you forgive someone who has hurt you so profoundly that it caused deep-seated damage to your heart, mind, and spiritual well-being? Most of us at one time or another have experienced a situation where we felt that someone we cared about has caused us anxiety, anger, or depression because of a serious breach in our relationship. Mr. Rogers once told his audience, "Forgiveness is a strange thing. It can sometimes be easier to forgive our enemies than our friends. It can be hardest of all to forgive people we love." What happens to us when the hurt festers and grows? Well, there is a whole dynamic of holding on to hurt as a way of being. In other words, the hurt takes on a life of its own and affects how someone interacts with the world. As the unresolved hurt grows, it can start to negatively impact your life and behavior. You may hold on to resentment, anxiety, or anger from the original hurt. This can block your ability to move forward, find peace, and live fully. Holding on to old hurts can become a way that you experience life, almost part of your identity. It can prevent you from having healthy relationships and finding spiritual awareness or growth. So, today, we'll uncover 5 reasons you should release yourself from this self-inflicted anxiety and depression and obtain the health and spiritual benefits of forgiveness. People think forgiveness can be so hard, but once we commit wholeheartedly to it, we elevate our spiritual connection to allow forgiveness to be bestowed upon ourselves. Truly, forgiving someone requires more than just words. It involves releasing resentment and making a commitment to let go of the anger. While this takes courage and intention, it is why when we forgive someone, we forgive ourselves, which is the first reason we should forgive. By acknowledging these feelings, we can start to loosen their grip. Forgiveness isn't denying hurt, but choosing to release it. Forgiving yourself is allowing that you didn't know, didn't understand, or didn't act in a way that could have avoided the conflict. When you forgive yourself, you allow resentment and hurt to be replaced by healing. You are taking an action that will course-correct your life and well-being. The second reason to forgive is that it helps you move beyond a victim mentality. When you forgive, you release the negative ties binding you to the person who caused the harm. As C.R. Strachan teaches us, forgiveness has nothing to do with absolving a criminal of his crime. It has everything to do with relieving oneself of the burden of being a victim, letting go of the pain, and transforming oneself from victim to survivor. What happened in the past remains real and impactful as beneficial knowledge. Forgiving does not mean denying or diminishing your experience. You can forgive someone without forgetting the incident or trusting that person again. Forgiveness simply means you no longer allow the pain to define you. You regain power over your life by letting go of resentment and the victim mentality. This enables you to stop reliving the hurt and anxiety and move forward. For forgiveness to work, you must first acknowledge the validity of your feelings. Then make an intentional decision to release bitterness and blame, which will free you emotionally. Forgiveness is an act of self-care to release past pain and resentment. It puts you back in charge of your life so you are no longer chained to the role of victim. Lewis B. Smith put it this way: to forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you. Forgiveness also liberates you and reclaims your personal power, which is the third reason we should forgive. When you forgive, you take back the energy and emotion you had invested in the person or situation that caused you pain. This frees you from continuing to give your power away to something negative. Many times, we want to hold on to our feelings of resentment because it makes us feel justified. But without the burden of resentment, we can redirect our focus and energy to the health benefits of forgiveness and affirming our emotional, psychological, and physical well-being. In addition, forgiveness can change our perspective on the person or situation. When we let go of dwelling only on the negatives related to the hurt, forgiveness enables us to also remember any positives that existed. Seeing things in a more balanced way can be healing. Again, the act of forgiving does not condone or excuse harm that was done. It simply means you are letting go of bitterness and blame in order to take back control of your inner state. It frees you to move forward in a positive direction. The fourth reason for forgiving others is that it can benefit your health. Holding on to negative emotions like anger, resentment, and bitterness harms your well-being. These feelings trigger stress responses in your body, raising blood pressure, heart rate, and anxiety levels. Prolonged stress takes a toll on us mentally and physically. Being in conflict with someone we care about feels uncomfortable on many levels. It creates stress, robs us of peace, and drains our energy. When you make the conscious choice to let go of grudges and understand the humanity in those who caused you pain, your health improves. Forgiveness eases depression and anxiety. Your blood pressure drops. As your shoulder tension releases, you quite literally breathe a sigh of relief. Forgiveness restores our sense of control and emotional balance. Replacing negative thoughts with empathy and compassion creates a calming effect. Our minds clear. Our nervous system resets. Forgiveness gives our health a boost by reducing the corrosive effects of long-held resentment. It is an act of self-care that benefits us physically and mentally. Forgiving others is an integral part of our spiritual growth, which is the fifth reason we should forgive. It cultivates compassion, allowing us to see the shared humanity in all people. When we release resentment, we can relate to others from a place of empathy rather than judgment. Marianne Williamson described it like this: "The practice of forgiveness is our most important contribution to the healing of the world." By letting go of grudges, you create emotional and psychological space for your continued spiritual evolution. Seeing life from a perspective of compassion rather than anger lifts you higher. Forgiveness helps you move forward, unburdened by the past. It is a path to finding inner peace and living your values with an open heart. Releasing others also releases you. Forgiving also brings a miraculous change in perspective, from fear to love, from judgment to release. It realigns your energy with love, which is our true essence. When you make the shift to replace judgment with understanding and resentment with compassion, you experience the freedom of forgiveness. Your perceptions expand and you see the basic goodness in others. Forgiveness is an ongoing practice because it takes effort to change ingrained thought patterns. But with time and commitment, forgiveness washes away negativity and restores love. It frees you from the burdens of the past so you can live fully in the present, guided by your highest self. Let everyone know how forgiveness has set you free in the comments below. And to discover how to maintain a healthy relationship with someone who hurt you, watch this video next.